right, so the client liked you, you get an interview, now what? Hey everyone, my name is Sylvia and welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm a virtual assistant and VA coach from Portugal, and I love talking all about working from home, being a virtual assistant, working through Upwork, and much more. So if those are topics that interest you, don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my next video. This one was actually a request from Alex on Instagram. I'll have her username over here in the screen. She's a fellow VA that specializes in designs for social media, so you should give her a follow. She's pretty cool. And she asked me to do a video on tips on how to ace a client interview, so that's what I'm doing today. By the way, if you haven't submitted any proposals yet and therefore haven't been invited to any interviews yet, I'll have another video that you can check out linked in the description. That video guides you through how to submit the best proposal on Upwork. But yeah, check out that video in the description for tips on how to submit the best proposal on Upwork. And now let's get on to this video. They liked you. They invited you to an interview. Congrats, first of all. The first thing I want to say is keep calm. Like, don't freak out, don't stress out. I know I stress out all the time, so I don't want to say anything to you, but keep calm. If they invited you to a call, it's because they like you. So don't stress out, don't think that you'll make a fool of yourself or anything like that. I know it's easy to fall into that trap, but keep calm. Know that they liked you, or else they wouldn't be wasting their time on you, basically. I know this may sound a bit bad, but they're busy people. They chose you. So make that count. The second, now that you're calm and cool and collected, do your homework on them. If they give you a website, check them out. See what they're all about. Read about their business, about themselves if they have an About Me page. Read about them, get informed, and so you're prepared for the call and you get to pull up fun information that shows that you know about them and that you were interested and did your homework. Also, something else I like to check, because I'm a social media nerd, I check their social media. So something to preface all of this, I usually ask them for that information before the call so I can do my own homework easily. So I ask them for the website link, their social media links, also because I work with social media, so I need to see the status of their current social media to see what they're doing well, what they're doing wrong, what we can change, blah, blah, blah. And the third thing I recommend you do is to prepare some questions. Now, after you look at their website, after you look at their messages that you've exchanged so far, you get to prepare some questions for them. Now, make sure you relate these questions to your services. So in my case, I would ask them what they've tried so far with social media, what strategies they have liked. So for example, in my case that I work with social media, I would ask them, what have they tried so far with social media? Why hasn't that worked for them? Or why has it worked for them? How open would they be to changing their strategies? Or what type of content do they have already that we can pull from for social media and everything like that? So ask them questions that both tie in the fact that you looked at their website and know about their company, and that tie them in with the services that you're going to offer them. So as a general VA, you may see on their website that they deal with e-commerce. So you may relate that to, hey, I've worked with e-commerce shops before. Does your shop sell digital products, or does it sell physical products? Or is it worldwide shipping, or is it niche down on your location? I don't know. Ask them questions that relate your business. I don't know. Basically just ask them questions that relate their business to your services. Now, when it comes to the day of the call, first of all, we want to keep calm. There's no need to stress out. I know I do that all the time, and my boyfriend will be editing this video and being like, what the hell? You're stressed out all the time because of calls? Who are you to give any advice? But keep calm and message them. The first thing you should do on the day of the call is message your client, remind them of the call, and if you're doing a call over Zoom, send them the Zoom meeting link. I book my discovery calls directly on Dubsado, so Dubsado automatically sends those emails for me. But if you're not using Dubsado or you're using something else, or maybe you're just doing the call on Upwork, just message them that morning and let them know I'm looking forward to our call today, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions prior to our call or something like that. Second thing on the day of the call, pump yourself up. I have a Boss Vibes playlist that I'll try to link down below. I have that playlist on Spotify that I listen to every time I have a call, or I'm feeling down in my business, or I just need to pump myself up. I listen to that playlist, so I invite you to check it out down below. And the third thing, have some notes at hand. I don't know if you can see in the background, I have my MacBook and then an external monitor, second monitor. And I usually talk to my clients. I have their Zoom window on my MacBook and my notes pulled up on my second monitor. I don't really do paper notes. I mean, I have paper notes for this video, but I usually have my notes pulled up on my second monitor or on my phone or on my iPad or something like that, so I can easily see them. And don't be afraid to have notes, by the way. Everybody needs notes. That shows that you are really focused on it and that you don't want to miss out on anything, because sometimes, I mean, even if you're not stressed out, you can get like carried away on the conversation and forget to mention a super important thing on the call. So it's super important to have notes. Don't be afraid to let them know that you have notes, like, oh, I'm just going to check my notes so I make sure I don't forget anything. Don't be afraid to tell them that. They hopefully will appreciate it, because that shows, to me, it shows dedication. Now, after the call, you had your call, it went great, hopefully. Now, what should you do? How long should you wait to follow up with them, or how should you follow up with them? Now, one thing I didn't mention, I don't often say my pricing on the call. I usually wait till after a call, because I usually use the call, since I work mostly with social media. This may look different for you if you work hourly or if you do a different type of service, but to me, I do package-based pricing, and I use our discovery call to get to know the client and get to know their needs and their goals with social media. And then I let them know at the end of the call that I'll send them a custom proposal within the next 24 hours. So what I'll do is I actually have a template on Canva that I fill out with their goals and with the package that I suggest to them based on their goals and their budget. That's also something we talk about on the call. And I send them that, usually the same day, sometimes the next morning if our call went late or if I was just too busy that day. But make sure you let them know at the end of the call that you'll follow up with them within 24 hours if you're sending them the pricing later. And then keep up with that promise. Send them the proposal on time and let them know if they have any questions, where to contact you and how to contact you. And then be patient. Sometimes if you discuss pricing on a call and the client said, oh, I'm just going to interview some more freelancers and I'll follow up with you, usually try to have them say to you when they'll follow up with you. So either within 2 days or within a week. Make sure you ask them when you should be expecting to hear back from them. I know it sucks to be waiting for our client's decision, but what I usually do is if the client says they'll follow up with me in 2 days and I haven't heard from them in 3 days, I'll send them a message. I'll send them an email. I'll let them know, hey, I'm still interested. What's the status of your decision? Have you decided yet? Do you need some extra time? That shows you're interested and maybe reminds them, because if they need a VA, they're a busy person, so they may have just forgotten, or they may have gone with someone else. So you always want to follow up with them if they don't follow up with you. Just simple, hey, how are you doing? I just wanted to follow up with you to see how you are in your decision process, or if you need some extra time, I'll be here for you if you have any questions for me. So yeah, that's basically what I do before, during, and after the call. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions about discovery calls in general or interviewing with clients. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. Don't forget to leave me a like down below if you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Also follow me on Instagram because I share a ton of content there about being a VA, working with clients, Upwork tips and everything like that. So don't forget to follow me there. It's always linked in my description. And I guess I'll talk to you next Friday. Bye!